Hi everyone, Renee Blasky of the Leap Network. Welcome back to the weekly Leap videos. Today I'm going to talk about transitions and the importance of our words when we're making transitions and transformations. It's fall out and the leaves are changing color and you have that crispness in the air, and I really love fall. It allows us to shed. Metaphorically, it allows us to shed everything that we don't want in our lives. Just like the trees are shedding their leaves, the plants are starting to lose their leaves as well. And the birds are migrating. They're transferring to another location. So it's kind of symbolic that we can do the same thing. We can choose to make a transition. We can choose to transform ourselves. We can also choose to stay where we are. We can choose to stay stuck. We can choose to stay in our story that is so full of excuses and feeling sorry for yourself that you don't allow yourself to make a transition, and even more importantly, to make a transformation to a more fulfilled. So when you say things, certain words, it has a deeper meaning in your mind. And I'll give you an example. We often will say that we have to do something. And I've talked about this before in the needs of a change your attitude, CYA, not cover your ass, but change your attitude. So when you say that you have to, it makes a negative connotation. It's so much better when you use the word I get to. Because when you get to, it's a form of expressing gratitude. And when you express gratitude, you shift the energy fields to start attracting even more. So I get to go walking. I get to take care of my mother. I get to meet with my clients. I get to go networking. I get to move to a new city or a new country and have all of these wonderful new opportunities. So when you look at your language that way, it's inviting gratitude. It's expressing gratitude. Another one is, and I find myself saying this a lot, I want or I need. And when you say those words, you are effectively telling the universe that there is scarcity, and there is no scarcity. So instead of saying I want or I need, change the language to I desire. Because when you say it in that way, your brain will start to make everything happen such that it will start to happen. So instead of I want or I need, it's I desire. Another example is, and women are so notoriously guilty of this, we continuously say, I'm sorry. You're late. I'm sorry I'm late. You forget to do something. I'm sorry I forgot to do something. And sometimes we don't even, it's not even anything to do with us, and we say we're sorry. Now, I know in some cultures when you say you're sorry, it means I'm sorry that you're going through this experience. So you're not accepting blame. You're trying to empathize with the other person. But that's not the use of I'm sorry I'm talking about today. I'm talking about you're sorry for your behavior. Okay? So when you apologize, effectively, you lose your power, because then you put the other person in control. So instead of saying you're sorry, we need to change that language to thank you. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for understanding. Because now, again, we're inviting gratitude and we're thankful for the other person's understanding. So it is so, so important that when we're going through transitions, that we use words that help us. So if you're going through a transition or a transformation and you're not getting there as quickly as you'd like to, or you're really struggling, you're stuck, be very conscious of the language that you use. Don't complain. That's the other thing. Complaining is a form of negativity. And again, look for the opportunity to give thanks and to be grateful. I get to. It's raining outside, so now I have the opportunity to do something inside that maybe I've been delaying all along. Okay? So watch your language. I know I've been watching mine, and I still need to do some work on my language as well. But once you are aware of the language that you start to use, you can much more easily change it. And it doesn't happen overnight. But you can make the decision just like that to become aware of your language and then work on the language that you use. Now, there's also another tip I can give you, and I've talked about this before in some of my social media posts. You can choose to reward yourself when you catch the language that you use and you continuously change it, or you can choose to have a swear jar. Do you remember if you ever had this issue that you swore a lot and you wanted to stop swearing, particularly if you had kids and you didn't want the kids to pick up on that language? So every time you swore, or maybe this occurred in your offices as well, that every time you swore you had to put $1 in the swear jar. Well, you can do the same thing for this language jar or complain jar, however you want to phrase it. So anytime you catch yourself using a not so good word, put $1 in. And then once you fill up that pot, give it away. Give it away to a charity that you love or you support, or maybe buy your kids something that they've really wanted but that you didn't have the money to do. So this is an opportunity for you too, to not only help yourself, but to help others. If you like the reward aspect better than the punishment aspect, then put the money away and then reward yourself because you've taken action. You've chosen to take steps to help you in your transition. So I hope this has helped you. And tell me, I'd love to hear below, what is it that you find yourself using the most? Is it I have to? Is it I need or I want instead of I desire? Is it complaining? Is it saying you're sorry? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.